There are certain industries that have made billionaires out of regular people. If you want to be a billionaire, you should consider getting involved in one of these industries. In this video, we'll be discussing the 10 most likely industries that can make you a billionaire. We'll be looking at various factors such as potential market size, growth rate, and profitability. So if you're looking to become the next big thing, make sure to pay attention. Welcome to Coffeepo.com, where you learn finance every day. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do, as we bring valuable information every day to keep you informed and updated about finances. 1. Engineering. There are a few industries that have been known to create billionaires. One such industry is engineering. This is because engineering is an industry that is always in demand. There are always new problems to solve and new products to create. Engineering is a field that requires a lot of training and education. However, it is also a field that is always changing. This means that there is always room for new ideas and new innovations. If you are looking to become a billionaire, then engineering is definitely an industry to consider. There are many different subfields of engineering, so you will likely be able to find an area that you are passionate about. Some of the most popular fields of engineering include mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and civil engineering. These are just a few of the many different types of engineering that you could choose to pursue. No matter what field of engineering you choose to pursue, you will need to be creative and have a lot of drive. If you have these qualities, then you have a very good chance of becoming a billionaire in this industry. 2. Media and entertainment. As technology advances and society changes, people's entertainment preferences also change. What was popular 20 years ago is not necessarily popular now, and what is popular now may not be popular in 20 years. So it is important for those in the entertainment industry to stay ahead of the curve and be able to adapt to changing tastes. One way to do this is to branch out from your core activity. For example, if you are a musician, you could also get into the business side of things by starting your own record label. Or if you are an actor, you could produce your own films. By diversifying your activities, you will be able to reach a wider audience and make more money. Another way to make more money in the entertainment industry is to take advantage of social media. Platforms like YouTube and Instagram have made it possible for even unknown entertainers to build a following and make a living from their talents. If you can create content that people find entertaining and useful, you can make a lot of money from advertising and sponsorships. So if you want to be a billionaire entertainer, it helps to be creative and entrepreneurial. Branch out from your core activity and take advantage of social media. By doing so, you will be able to reach a wider audience and make more money. 3. Energy. As the world progresses, so does the way we power our homes and businesses. In the early days of the modern economy, many of the first super-rich made their fortunes in energy like oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller, and 4% of today's billionaires come from this sector, and we all consume energy. So this isn't likely to change. What will change is the type of energy we consume, and the boom sector in the near future is bound to be renewable energy. The world's becoming greener out of necessity. Besides, renewable energy is cheaper, and unlike oil or gas, it's unlimited in supply. They don't call it renewable for nothing. Solar is the fastest growing energy source. It now contributes less than 1% of the world's energy needs, but it's expected to increase to between 5% and 20% in the next few years. Elon Musk has invested heavily in solar, with Tesla's subsidiary SolarCity. There's also huge potential for people who can come up with innovative solutions in other renewables, like wind power, hydropower and geothermal, as well as eco-friendly energy storage systems. The future is looking bright for renewable energy, and those who can get in on the ground floor stand to make a fortune. 4. Fashion. Fashion is one of the most profitable industries in the world. It is estimated that the global fashion industry is worth $3 trillion. That is more than the GDP of most countries. The fashion industry is responsible for 5% of the world's billionaires. The fashion industry is so profitable because clothing is more than just a basic necessity. We are willing to spend money on clothing that makes us look good. For many people, One of the biggest motivations for working long hours is to be able to afford luxury items. Designers can make a lot of money because fashion items are priced based on their perceived value. This means that even if two items are very similar, one may be priced much higher because it is seen as being more valuable. If a designer creates a clothing item that is seen as being valuable, they can make a lot of money. The fashion industry has produced some of the world's wealthiest people. Nike founder Phil Knight is a billionaire. Other billionaires include Giorgio Armani, Ralph Lauren, Domenico Dolce, and Stefano Gabbana. 5. Retail. As the world increasingly moves online, physical retail stores have to work harder to keep up. For many people, the convenience of online shopping is simply too good to pass up. Online retail giants like Amazon have taken over the market, and traditional retailers are struggling to keep up. This shift has resulted in fewer billionaires in the retail sector. Most of the billionaires in this sector are heirs to fortunes that were built up over a long period of time. The Walton family, for example, inherited the Walmart fortune. The Albrecht family inherited the Aldi business empire. While there may be fewer billionaires in the retail sector in the future, it is still a highly important sector. After all, we all need to buy stuff one way or the other. 6. Healthcare. Of course, one of our most basic needs is to stay healthy, and we pay huge amounts of money on it, whether directly on health bills, through taxes, or on health insurance. A large portion of this money makes its way into the bank balances of 6% of the world's billionaires. And it's no surprise that the pandemic has lifted more people in this industry up to billionaire status. And sure, being a doctor can make you wealthy, but billionaire? Probably not. The real potential for a 10-digit bank balance is in the pharmaceutical industry, or designing innovative medical devices, or founding a chain of private hospitals or clinics. The top end of the world's super rich in healthcare is taken mostly by owners of pharma companies, with 5 of the top 10 spots being occupied by Chinese billionaires. But with other players on the list from the USA, Germany, Switzerland, and India, if you've got the know-how and the drive, you can make waves in this industry wherever you're from. The healthcare industry is one of the most lucrative in the world, and it's not hard to see why. We all need healthcare, and we're willing to pay a lot of money for it. In fact, spending on healthcare is projected to reach $10 trillion by 2025. If you're looking to make a real difference in the world and make a lot of money doing it, then a career in healthcare could be for you. With the right qualifications, experience, and connections, you could be the next healthcare billionaire. 7. Food and beverage. The food and drink industry is one of the most important in the world, and it's only getting bigger, with the world's population expected to reach 9.7 billion by 2050. The demand for food and drink will only continue to increase, and with the rise of the middle class in countries like China and India, there's a never-growing market for higher quality, more expensive food and drink products. If you want to tap into this lucrative industry, you'll need to come up with novel ways of producing food or distributing it. Thankfully, there are plenty of examples to inspire you. Take Thailand's Dan Chiravanant, for instance. He started out selling chicken seed from his father's shop and has since built an empire worth $15 billion. Or China's Zhang Qinghao, who made his fortune through 𝐦𝐤𝐤, the country's largest bottled water company. If you have a good idea and the drive to succeed, you could join the ranks of these self-made billionaires. 8. Tech and business services. As the world increasingly relies on technology, those who are able to innovate and create new tech are amassing great wealth. The world's billionaires are increasingly those who have made their fortunes in tech, and this trend is only likely to continue as new technologies are developed and adopted at a rapid pace. 5 gigawatts and other upcoming technologies will open up even more opportunities for those in the tech industry. So now is a good time to get involved if you have the skills and vision to succeed. 9. Real estate. Real estate is a very profitable industry and is expected to grow even more in the future. There are many ways to get involved in real estate, from being a real estate agent to owning a construction company. Donald Trump is one of the most successful real estate moguls in the world and has a net worth of over $2 billion. There are many other real estate moguls who are worth even more, such as Stephen Ross, Donald Bren, and 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐞. If you are smart and have a bit of luck, You can make a lot of money in the real estate industry. 10. Banking and finance. If you want to get rich, there's no better place to start than the banking and finance industry. Some of the world's most successful people have made their fortunes by investing money and then growing it. Thanks to their investment choices, they've not only made their companies successful, but they've also made themselves very wealthy. In fact, banking and finance is responsible for producing 15% of the world's billionaires today. Some of them made their money as private investors, while others set up investment firms or became venture capitalists. Warren Buffett is widely considered to be the greatest investor of all time, and with a net worth of $90 billion, he's currently the 4th richest person in the world. If you want to follow in his footsteps and become fabulously wealthy, then the banking and finance industry is the place to be. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to hear more videos from our channel, subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell icon.